Good morning, welcome back to the Union Chronicle. Tom List here, your PEA president, and it is a good day to be an educator in Poudre School District. Last night we were successful at the ballot box, passing issue 4A, and now we will be able to do all of the things that we have talked about. Offer sustainable and competitive salaries. Take care of some mental health needs and school safety needs that are desperately needed. So thank you to each and every one of you who helped with this effort. By voting, of course, and by coming out to our events, knocking on doors, honking waves, football games, painting parties, and a couple of you have reached out to me today to say, how can we thank voters? What can we do to thank voters? And a couple suggestions were offered, honking waves and repaint your car. So check with your ARs to see how we could coordinate honking waves at the building level, and also to do a thank you message on your car. So those of you who have painted your cars, you're going, especially if you use those Sharpie oil-based pens, that stuff comes off very easily with a little rubbing alcohol or hand sanitizer, and so it might be a good idea to get those messages off and to replace them with messages of thank you PSD voters for passing 4A. The county is working on an update right now, but the latest numbers we have are from 11:30 last night, and we are up 60, almost 62%. It's amazing. So thank you. And also congratulations to our recommended board candidate, DJ Anderson, who was able to pull out a victory last night as well. DJ has been, along with Nate Donovan, have been crucial elements to the 4A campaign, and we're so happy that we get to work with them both. DJ, of course, was the only candidate opposed, but Nate was up for re-election, and he was unopposed, and so he won too. Wasn't such a great night though at the state level. As you have probably seen, referendum CC did not pass. Amy Baca-Ohlert, our CEA president, sent out an email this morning. I'm going to include it with this one to make sure you get it. Talks about what we do next at the state level. And now that the election is over, we got a whole bunch of issues that have been backed up. Stuff I need to get to you, some more information. And so here is a bunch of things we need to talk about. First of all, by law, I need to let you know that you can opt out of our every member option political donation. Now we have a small donor committee. It's called the PEA Fund for Children in Public Education. Its board is made up of members, and each of us chips in $1 of our dues money to that fund, and those monies were used to help DJ win his election. That money can't be used for issue elections, so that money did not go to 4A. And you have the right to ask for that money back. So if you are interested in that, write Susie an email and let her know, and we'll cut you a $12 check. But before you consider that one deeply, we can do great things with just $1 a month from each of us, and I hope you have seen that. So that's the EMO reminder number 2. I have to do that one more time before the end of the calendar year for you to comply with the law. Another thing we haven't talked about in a long time is bus passes. A member benefit, being in PEA, you can buy a Transport annual bus pass from us for $25. That $25 goes to our scholarship fund, which we award at the end of the year. Looks like mine expires December 4th. Time to get that updated. So $25, just write us a check. We'll send you a voucher. You take that voucher down to any transport office, and they will get you a bus pass. That's good for Max, it's good for Flex, and it's good for all the transport routes. Another reminder, we just had a new couple sign up yesterday. We do offer a couples discount with your PEA dues. If your spouse, both you and your spouse are members of PEA, we'll take 25% off of your dues. So just let Susie know, and we can get that taken care of. And an announcement about TAL, Teachers as Learning Leaders. We weren't able to offer those classes in the fall. We didn't get enough numbers, but we're going to offer them in the spring. So listen, do you need recertification credits? Do you need lane change credits? Would you like to get those credits for free in a class taught by your friend and colleague? Well, then you need to sign up for a TAL class. Our TAL team is working hard to get the catalog out. It will be ready here in a few days. The classes will be held at Rocky Mountain High School, and our TAL team, got to tell you, Jill Connell, she's doing an awesome job, and she is assisted by Mary Barella and Jason Nerton and Kurt Knierim. That's our TAL team. So stay tuned for information about TAL classes for the spring. One other announcement. As educators, we are often like first responders when it comes to information that our students provide us about their situation. What I'm talking about is we might be the first ones to notice signs of child exploitation or child trafficking. PEA is going to sponsor a human trafficking information seminar, and this is just a save the date message. That seminar will be done by Kara Neapolitano. It will happen at Rocky Mountain High School, and it'll be January 22nd from 4:30 to 7:30. Much more information to come about this, but I wanted to get that news out there and start publicizing that. And then one last thing. We couldn't really take care of this during the heat of the campaign because this project is a little bit too big. But when I send out an email to all members, I got a lot of bounce backs. We've got a lot of home emails that are incorrect. So we're going to get working on that. In the past, we've always had your ARs go around with the green information change cards, and that's been effective to a certain extent, but we're still getting way too many bounce backs. Perhaps you're one of those people that like to police your home email to make sure not a lot of junk and spam gets in there. I personally gave up on that one a long time ago. But you might want to consider, because the information coming from PEA and CEA is so critical, especially this spring as we move toward a week of action, we really need to be able to connect with all of our members at home email. So perhaps consider this. Maybe create a Gmail account that is your name, PEA, so that you know that, and you check that box periodically, and that will be where all of your PEA and CEA information goes. And promise not to clutter up your box with any non-important information. The stuff we send out is critical. That's what I have for you. It's a good day. Talk to you soon. Bye.